looking at Dad.
No, I'm here for the
Looking
car.
at him, looking at Dad.
Beautiful.
Imagine this. The man who gave us Born to Run, the voice of blue-collar America, staring into the abyss of his own soul. Bruce Springsteen, the boss, is about to have his most vulnerable moments laid bare on the silver screen. A new biopic, Deliver Me From Nowhere, doesn't just tell his story. It rips open the wounds of his darkest days. And when Springsteen himself calls it some of the most painful days of my life, you know this isn't just another Hollywood flick. This is raw, real, and ready to shake the world. A biopic like no other. It's June 2025, and the music world is buzzing. A trailer drops for Deliver Me From Nowhere, a film starring the bare heartthrob Jeremy Allen White as a young Bruce Springsteen. Set to hit theaters on October 24th, 2025, this isn't your typical rock star biopic with glitz and glamour. No, this one dives deep into 1982, when Springsteen was crafting Nebraska, an album so haunting it's been called the soundtrack of a broken America. Directed by Scott Cooper, the film promises to show the boss at his most fragile, battling inner demons, wrestling with fame, and pouring his pain into music that would change the world. Why does this matter? Springsteen isn't just a musician. He's a cultural icon, the poet of the working class. For decades, his songs have been anthems for the struggling, the hopeful, and the heartbroken. But Nebraska? That was different. Recorded alone in a bedroom on a 4-track, it was raw, bleak, and unflinching. A cry from a man staring down the darkness. Now, with Jeremy Allen White stepping into Springsteen's boots, fans are asking, can this Hollywood star capture the soul of the boss? And what secrets will this film reveal about a man who's always seemed larger than life? The drama unfolds. The trailer hits like a thunderbolt. Jeremy Allen White, with his tousled hair and intense gaze, strums a guitar in a dimly lit room. His voice, eerily close to Springsteen's, croons the opening lines of Nebraska. Cut to scenes of a young Bruce driving through desolate highways, his face etched with pain. They declared me unfit to live, he sings, as flashes of a troubled childhood and a crumbling America play out. The internet explodes. Jeremy is Bruce, one fan tweets. This is gonna wreck me. Another posts with a crying emoji. Springsteen himself weighs in, speaking to Rolling Stone. It's a great project, he says, but his voice cracks with emotion. The movie involves, in some ways, some of the most painful days of my life. Those words send shockwaves through his fanbase. What pain? What darkness? Fans on X are relentless, speculating about everything from his mental health struggles to the pressures of fame. One user writes, Bruce has always been honest, but this feels like he's finally letting us in. Another quips, if this biopic doesn't win an Oscar, I'm burning my Born in the USA vinyl. The media frenzy is unstoppable. Variety praises White's transformation, noting, he sings very well in the film. Jeremy's got an interpretation of me that I think the audience will love. Meanwhile, The Hollywood Reporter calls it a gritty, unflinching look at a legend's lowest point. But not everyone's convinced. Some X-users grumble about the trailer's setting, with one joking, why does Nebraska look like it was shot in New Mexico suburbs? Others defend it, arguing, it's not about the scenery, it's about Bruce's soul. And then there's the music. Alongside the biopic buzz, Springsteen drops a bombshell, new music from his archives. A track called Youngstown, paired with a music video from his 1995 to 1997 Ghost of Tom Joad tour, hits the airwaves. It's part of a 30th anniversary box set for the Ghost of Tom Joad, releasing June 27, 2025. The song, a gritty ode to America's Rust Belt, feels like a companion to Nebraska, and fans are eating it up. This is vintage boss, one YouTube commenter writes. He's still speaking for us. Who is Bruce Springsteen? To understand why this biopic is hitting so hard, you need to know the boss's story. Born in 1949 in Freehold, New Jersey, Springsteen grew up in a working-class family, his father a factory worker, his mother a legal secretary. Music was his escape from a tough childhood marked by economic struggle and a strained relationship with his dad. By the 1970s, he was a rock and roll prodigy, blending folk, soul, and heartland grit. Albums like Born to Run, 1975, and Born in the USA, 1984, made him a global superstar. But Nebraska in 1982 was a sharp left turn. Recorded in isolation after the high energy The River, Nebraska was Springsteen's response to a world falling apart, Reagan's America, with its shuttered factories and broken dreams. But it was also personal. Springsteen has since revealed he was grappling with depression and self-doubt, questioning his place in the world. "I was trying to find my way home," he later said of that time. The biopic, with Jeremy Strong playing Springsteen's manager John Landau, promises to dig into this turmoil, showing how the boss turned pain into art. "We have a long democratic history. We don't have an autocratic history as a nation," he told the New York Times. "It's fundamentally democratic, and I believe that at some point that's going to rear its head and things will swing back." Fast forward to 2025, and Springsteen's still a force. Despite a peptic ulcer that sidelined his 2023 tour, he's back on the road with the E Street Band, rocking stadiums across the US, Canada, and Europe. But he's also reflective. In the CNN article, he calls America's current divisiveness an American tragedy, lamenting the loss of a shared truth. Yet, ever the optimist, he adds, "I hold hope for a turnaround. That hope, that resilience is why fans worship him, and why this biopic feels so urgent, why this hits home. Look, I grew up with Springsteen's music blaring from my dad's old pickup truck. His songs weren't just tunes, they were stories about people like us, scraping by, dreaming big." Nebraska always felt different, though. It was like Bruce was whispering his fears directly to you. This biopic? It's a gut punch. Seeing Jeremy Allen White embody that raw vulnerability makes me think about how even legends struggle. And in 2025, with America more divided than ever, Springsteen's message of hope feels like a lifeline. But I gotta ask, is Hollywood ready to do the boss justice? Or will this be another sanitized biopic that misses the mark? Engage the audience. What do you think? Can Jeremy Allen White pull off playing Bruce Springsteen? Or is the boss too big for the big screen? Are you hyped for Deliver Me From Nowhere, or worried it won't capture Nebraska's soul? And what about Springsteen's new music? Does Youngstown hit as hard as his classics? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's get this debate rolling. Call to action. If you're as pumped as I am about this Springsteen biopic, smash that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into music, movies, and the stories that shake us. Next up, we're tackling the wild drama behind another rock legend's comeback. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Hit that bell icon and let's keep the conversation going.